Gonna fire up Gen 2 XL in the garden, and I've got a shoulder, well actually 2 lamb shoulders that I need to slow cook for tomorrow's special, so let's tuck into it. Right, it's super cold today. It is reading 2 degrees C on there. I've got the air unit connected, look, the wood fire control kit. The base is 1 degree. I've got some kindling and a couple of firelighters, and I've got a few blocks of wood there. Just gonna get a couple of firelighters there. Okay, so I've got a couple of bits of kindling. I'm just gonna make a little kindling stack above these 2 firelighters just to get this going. Now this shouldn't need like a massive fire. I'm probably gonna take it to about 300 degrees C. So here we go, let me have a look at it. Here we go. See if I can get in there. Just need to light that little firelighter there. Probably put a little fire flame underneath there as well. Let me just, done that badly, haven't I? See if I can get this lighter in there. Firelighter's going. There we go, right. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna need a massive fire in here. I'm probably gonna take it to like 300 degrees-ish, maybe. I'll get it rocking. Don't get me wrong, this is gonna be absolute rocking. I don't want to overly saturate the stone with heat. I just need to get a bit of heat in there, because what I'm going to use as well, I've got some vintage tan charcoal, so basically I'm going to chuck a load of that on there, because that's going to, with the wood-fired air unit, that stuff just kicks out heat, and it lasts hours and hours and hours, because I'm hopefully going to be cooking these shoulders for about 5 hours, basically. So, I mean, look, this has already started to pump, so let's push that in a bit further, and I'll get some bigger logs on it. Get it tucked in there. Slightly bigger logs going in top. And what I like to do is I'm going to put a couple of logs just there, and they're going to start to dry out. I'll put 3 in there. So I think this is a mix of like ash and like birch, maybe something like that, kiln dried, super dry. You know, look, we're already up 15 degrees in the air, 7 on the stone. It's already registering a bit of heat in there. There we go, that's rocking. Right, what we're actually going to do, I'll show you this just quickly. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to turn on the wood fire control unit now. And I'm going to feed it with oxygen for its start. So here we go, let me just turn it on. Right, we're going to turn it up. You can probably hear the fan going, and you should certainly see a difference in that flame and what's happening in there right now. If I get you in a bit closer, you can see from behind. See there, it's starting to pump that oxygen in and really feed that fire now. And you can see it actually more so when it's lipping across the roof of the oven now. You see that? Just helps you get going, helps catch that fire really well. So, yeah, that's already ripping along. Look at that. Such a cool bit of kit to get going. Right, let's chuck a bigger log on. Go with this one. This one's ever so slightly bigger. Spread that out a bit now. And we can get that one on top. There we go. And actually we'll put this big one on there as well. And you know what? I think, actually, let's just chuck it all on there. Let's get it all on there and get it going. And we'll get that absolutely flying. Right, wood-fired control unit is pumping, and what I need to do actually, whilst the oven is flaming and up to temp, what I'm going to do is a friend of mine called Dan, local, he's got his own allotment, he's local Italian, he has got some nice homegrown organic tropia onions. So these are going to get sliced up, and these are going to get roasted as this oven is flaming and coming up to temperature, basically. So I'm going to go and cut these. We're going to roast these, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to prep the lamb shoulders. So I've got 2 lamb shoulders, one slightly bigger than the other, and they're just going to get a little bit of oil, salt, pepper. Going to chuck some garlic in there, chuck some herbs in there, and basically they're going to go in there. I'm going to let them get like a little bit of a smokiness before I wrap them, and then I'll put some tin foil over them, or I'll wrap them up or something like that. Good thing about lamb shoulder, it's very forgiving. It can go in at a slightly hotter temperature. Remember, I'm not a barbecue chef, I'm not a chef, I'm a pizza man, but I can cook stuff like this, and it's very, very easy with this oven, especially with that air control unit and using the charcoal and stuff. It's just going to basically sit at a really nice temperature all day long. So I'm going to go cut the onions, chuck the onions in, get them cooked because they're going on the pizza tomorrow, basically. So I'm doing a whipped feta, ricotta, lemon and oregano cream base, which I've got to go and make. It's going to get pecorino, mozzarella, capers, slow wood roasted lamb shoulder, which is what's happening now, and then wood roasted tortilla onions, and finished with fresh mint. It's going to be a banger. I'll show you it at the end of this video. So yeah, the whipped feta, ricotta, lemon and oregano cream base. Basically, I've got some feta, I've got some ricotta, I've got some double cream, I've got some lemon, I've got some fresh oregano. Essentially, that's going to end up in my food processor and just get whipped together. So I'll put the ricotta and the feta in there, and I'll start whipping it, and I'll start adding the cream and the lemon juice as well, maybe a bit of lemon zest. The fresh oregano, salt, pepper. Well, feta's quite salty, probably won't need any extra salt in there, but I will check it. But it's going to get like a whip of pepper as well. I'll probably chuck a garlic clove in there as well, so that'll whiz up with it, and that should be pretty amazing. So check out this fire. Look at that, a couple of minutes in, it's reading 120 degrees, 50 degrees on the stone, 120 degrees. We're on full blast. That's not even on boost. Boost mode gives you a minute of boost. I'll put it here. Hopefully I don't burn my camera. But check this out. I'll just turn it on to boost. I should be able to just press the button, and it ramps up even more. And that's good. Look at that! Absolutely flying. See that flame going across the ceiling there? That's boost mode. Boosted levels. Right, let's cut these onions up. Get them in. Come outside. And we're at 380 degrees and this is absolutely flying. Look at that. Right, I'm going to turn the air unit now right down now because I don't need that ticking away. We've got massive, beautiful rolling flame. Got a couple of trays of these tortilla onions that I just showed you. So these are going to go in. Let's put them in. Should be able to fit both of these trays in side by side. There you go. Loads of space in there, and these are just going to get a nice wood roast in. Getting a really nice colour on these. They smell amazing as well. Just going to give them a little mix up. All I've put on here is a little bit of salt, a bit of pepper, and a teeny bit of olive oil, just to get them going. I just want them to like reduce down a little bit, cook down. Yeah, it's cooking nice. Temperature's dropped down a little bit. We're at 370, 200 on the base. It's kind of where I want it to be because it is going to continue to drop down, but I am going to put that bench tan charcoal on there soon. So all good so far. You know, I'm utilising basically the warm-up heat essentially just to cook these onions, and I'm going to put the I'll take the onions out, and then I'm going to put the lamb, like both shoulders of lamb, in these trays as well and cook them in there. So far so good. Fit loads in here, like that's 2 big trays of food in there. I'm actually going to put the bincho on there now. So this is the Binchatan charcoal. It's I've got some big bits and I've got some little bits. This stuff will just keep burning for absolute ages. It's got such a high carbon content. It's quite hard to light, but in there it should light with the heat and stuff and the flame that's already gone. It lights pretty quick. So I'm going to chuck a load of this in there. I've got a few big bits. I'm going to choose some of the bigger bits because they're going to give me a lot more heat output for a lot longer. Like this stuff, it loves airflow, it loves a breeze, and it's absolutely incredible. So yeah, I've got some big chunks of it here, so that's going to go in the oven. Going in. Let's see if I can get this in there without messing this up. Oh yeah, straight on there. There you go, and that stuff's going to start to burn nice. And that's going to give me plenty of heat for probably hours and hours. I mean, I very much doubt I'll have to put much more on than that. So let's give it a boost and get some airflow going on in there and get that pump in and get that all igniting. You might get a few pops and bangs. Yeah, onions are also looking great so far. So we're almost there with the onions. Stuck a couple of extra little twigs on there just to get a little bit more fire going and make sure everything gets ignited, but it's absolutely rocking. And these onions are now done. Check this out. So pull this out. See this? They've got a really nice little bit of colour, some charry bits. They've softened. They smell amazing. They've sweetened. So they look incredible. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them out. Look at those ones, beautiful. I did swap the trays around. That's perfect. So these onions are basically going to go get laid down on the pizza. Okay, I've gone and got the lamb, but I just want to show you this oven. Right, look at that. That's the Binchatan, and you see it's just glowing with heat. Oven is settled out at like 317, 318 degrees C. I'm going to turn the wood fire control unit right down. You have a look on there, it tells me that it's down on 0 now. I'm going to literally just have it on 1. There you go, you see it's on 1 there. And I've got the lamb, so check this out. Let me put it down. Right, I've got a couple of really lovely British lamb shoulders. Beautiful bit of meat, this one. And this one's a slightly smaller one as well. So what I'm going to do, just got a knife here, I'm just going to score the top of it just ever so slightly, just across the fat, because it's going to help it render down, get some flavour in there as well. Right, what we got? So we got the pans that we just cooked the onions in. So what I'm going to do, and in here, so I've got a mixture. I've got some garlic, got some thyme, got some rosemary. I'm going to get a bit of the thyme and a little bit of the rosemary out of the actual pan, and I'm just going to sit this shoulder straight on top in the pan. Gonna just put some of that rosemary and thyme to one side. Gonna get the other one as well. I've got another one here. Gonna take out some thyme, a little bit of thyme, a little bit of rosemary, because that's gonna go on top of it basically. And let's get the other one in there. So there we go, we've got 2 shoulders. Gonna hit it with some olive oil, just to help get the party started. A little bit of lube, and just salt and pepper. I don't want to hit this with anything else. I just want the lamb to sort of to sing. It doesn't need anything else. So just a decent amount of salt. I'm going to go on the underside as well. Don't want to neglect that side of the meat. If anyone wants to know, these are the hex-clad salt and pepper grinders. It's about the only good thing that they do. Their pans are rubbish. I should know, I have a whole 13-piece set. They're not that great. Stainless steel is where it's at. That's what I'm using now. Right, season the underside and the top. Nice amount of pepper on here. That's going to get right into those little gaps that we did as well. Did I do the underside of this one? Not with pepper. Right. Just oil the underside of that as well. A little bit more. Okay. Going to just put some of our herbs on top. That's just going to become nice little smokiness. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do, so this is a little Tom Gozney trick. Herbs on top of your fire gives you a nice little smokiness. So this is just some rosemary. That's going to go on top of the fire, well, the embers, and that's going to give me some smokiness. Let's get it in the oven. Have a look at this. Beautiful, big shoulder. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the big one closest to the fire, I think, or to the heat source. We're going to go that side. So actually, let's get the other one in first. Get the smaller one in first. Smaller one's going in towards the back there, and then the big one can go just there, right in there. I'm just going to adjust these coals just to push them a little bit further away. Look at that glow. Just so it's a bit further away from the meat, although the wood rack is going to keep that away. And let's get our herbs on top of there. And straight away, we're going to put our door on. So those herbs are going to start to give it a bit of smoke. We're going to put our door on, and we're going to start that lamb off quite hot. So door's on, oven is at 305 degrees C. We're at level 1. I can smell that rosemary coming out already. That smells amazing. So that's it. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not even going to use the meat probes. Lamb is very forgiving. I'm just going to let that tick, let that do its thing. Got a nice little whiff of smoke coming out the chimney there. That's the rosemary, just giving it a nice little hint of rosemary smoke. Hopefully that will cling onto the meat and just give it a little bit of flavour. And yeah, basically that oven should just drop like very slowly in temperature over the next few hours, to a point where as that meat temperature, as meat's going to rise up, so it should give it a nice little crust on the outside because it's slightly hot. Fat's going to start to render, and then as that oven temperature drops, the meat is going to sort of level out and it should meet in the middle. So hopefully it should take about 4.5, maybe 5 hours, something like that. I'll report back in about an hour. We got sizzling. Oven has dropped to 229, which is great. It's still a little bit hot for sort of what I'm aiming for, but basically it's been an hour. So I'm going to pull it out and we're going to see what it looks like basically. So let's open the door. Here we go. Oh, mate. Look at that. Oh, it's sizzling. Right, let's get them out. Oh, mate, that's 1 hour in. They're looking incredible. Charcoal is still ticking away lovely. Right, let's have a quick look at this. Look at that. Right, let me bring you down. Beautiful. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to wrap these with some foil. I'm going to put a little bit of foil over them, and then I'm going to put them back in. I'm basically just going to leave them alone to do their thing. So let's have a quick look down here. So what I'm going to do, got some foil here. I'm just going to basically wrap them. It's not going to be done super tight. Just want to cover that meat. I'm going to double wrap that bit actually, so I just pierced it a little bit. And that's just going to take that sort of like, they don't need brown anymore basically. They've got nice skin on the fat side to render out a little bit. I just want them to slow cook now basically. It's started to pull away from the bone already. Oh, that's actually feeling quite nice already. Wrap the bigger one. Right, they're going to go back in. Lamb check. We're like an hour and 40 in now, something like that. I'm just making the dough basically now, but 221 degrees. This thing is holding. It's unreal. Like it's like I say, it's too hot. We've got some sizzle. I'm gonna. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. That is looking good. Right, let's swap it around. That's fine. Let's put it on the board there. Man, right, I'll just show you this. Check this out. Levels. Right. Let's keep that wrapped. Let's go this one. Actually, let's move this one out of the way. Got to keep remembering to do that. Let's move that one over. This is where the mantle comes into its own. Being able to like rest an entire shoulder of lamb outside the oven is awesome. Right, let's tuck that in. In that one goes. Right, door back on. Right, back to the dough. Okay, so we're back in the prep kitchen. We've got the dough mixing in there. It's just slow speed at the minute. Probably got all the flour in there, most of the water. At this point we've added the salt, dribbled in a little bit of the water, and you see it's all just pulling together from the sides now. Probably still running at a slowish speed, about 70, 80 RPM, something like that. And then we're about to crank it up, so here we go, cranking it up to about 110 RPM. And this is just going to help bring it all together, help to just heat up a little bit. Now look, we're coming towards the end of the mix, probably about 210 RPM here. We're obviously at temp, just going to get the thermopen in there, check it out. Shooting for about 23 degrees, something like that. So there you go, just check out the bubbles there. 23. Yeah, banging, spot on, and we're done. Gosh, look at that, beautiful, looks like ice cream. This oven is officially epic. It's unreal. It's still holding. It's at 185 degrees at the minute, right? I came out here a little while ago and it dropped to like 180. So I just turned up the control unit a little bit of fan speed. We're on fan speed 3 now, just touching 3. So there's like a couple of levels in each like level. So like there's low 1, high 1, low 2, high 2 kind of thing. And it's just ticked 184. But it's just steady. I haven't put any more fuel on it as well. We've probably been running now almost 3 hours in, pretty much. I'm going to give them a swap around. I'm going to give them a turnaround. So let's just open it up, get it out quick. Have a quick look. Oh, it's hot. Okay, look at that, absolute beauty. Look at that. Oh man, it's actually, oh yeah, skin's starting to pull away. Oh man, chef's treat. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's starting to loosen up. Right, which way around did I have it? That one's got to go in. That one's got to go in first. Oh my God, look at that. Yeah, it's all starting to pull away now. Get this one back in. Just cover that up. Just going to make sure I've got. Oh yeah, it's still all glowing. This charcoal lasts forever. It's just unreal, and it just keeps kicking out heat and keep glowing. It's so good. Right, let's keep that covered. Let's have a look here. See, fan speed 3. 178, 145 on the stone, but it's just holding, just absolutely holding steady. I mean, we've got a nice. I can feel the warmth, a little bit of warmth from the outside, but it's so. I mean, it's actually this side of the oven's actually cold on the outside to the touch, but it's still 178 degrees inside. That's how much insulation and how well this thing maintains heat. You know, we've been rocking 3 hours. To be honest, that was a small fire. I probably used. What, three bits of wood this size, some kindling, and then a small amount of the charcoal. And to run for that amount of time is just... every time I use this oven, it blows my mind even more, and it's so enjoyable and so easy to use. Like, I often tell people, I'm like, oh, you know, I ask them, like, they say to me, what oven should I get? You know, they've got the likes of, like, they've got like a smoker, like a pellet smoker, or, you know, a green egg or a Traeger or something like that. And I always say, oh, you know, go for the Arc XL, because that's just the weapon for cooking pizza. But to be honest, like, this thing stacks up. It's just as easy to use as, like, you know, your likes of your Traegers and your big green eggs and stuff like that. It's a case of you build a fire, you get it hot, you put the door on, it's all good. It is easy. So this can do it all. This can replace everything. If you want something to roast, to smoke, to do low and slow, to cook epic pizza, multiple pizzas as well, you can fit an 18-inch pizza in this thing. You can fit 2 like 14-inch pizzas side by side, or 3 11-inch pizzas. Like, you can do 12, but that's a faff. But so more like 3 10 to 11-inch pizzas. Like this, unreal, absolutely unreal. We are now at 5 hours exactly. I put a little bit more coal on there actually, and I've ramped up the wood fire control unit, and I got it hot again, and it actually got back up. It got back up to like 200 odd degrees. So I pulled the lamb out for a little bit, for about 5-10 minutes, whilst it sort of. Then I just pumped it up again basically. So it's stayed hot, but I did have to use a little bit more fuel basically. So probably could have just put a little bit more on. I thought I put enough on, but obviously it had died down a lot. And it has started raining. We've got a bit of moisture on here, so let's open it up and have a look. Because I'm going to pull it now. I think it's done. Oh, listen to that. Ah, hot, 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 hot. Let's double that over. Have a listen to this. Oh, it's bubbling away. Right, let's have a look. Mate, look at that. Oh, right. Let's pull the other one. Look at this. Slow roast it. Oh man, look at that. That's coming away. Dude. That's the smaller one. Again. Oh man. Yeah, that's just coming away. Oh dude, look at how juicy this is. Right, it's raining. I'm going to get it in and I'm going to get it shredded. Let's go. Back in the home kitchen. It's just been resting a little bit and we're going to basically try and pull this meat from the bone. Let me get rid of all this foil. It's done its job. Get it out there, make sure there's none left in there. Ooh, that is fully apart. Right, let's go. Right, I'm going to keep some of this juiciness basically of this lamb as well, but I mean, have a look at this. It just looks unreal. What we're going to do, we're going to fill up, this is like a 160N gastro pot. We're going to fill that up with this lamb. So, just going to pull it apart, pull the bone out. Oh man, look at that. I mean, look, 5 hours in the dome. Look at this. Lovely bit of meat. Look. Beautiful. Right. Basically, just going to pull it all from. Ah, it's still hot. Oh man, look, just shredding apart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it all off. I'm going to keep some of this fat and some of this juice that's in the pan as well, because that's all flavour in there. I mean, it's just going to flavour it and it's just going to make it taste amazing. There's garlic in there, there's herbs, there's all sorts. And I want to make sure I cut it up because the skin has got loads of flavour in it as well. So we're basically just going to pull it from it. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's juicy, man. So I'm going to pull all this meat off the bones. I'm going to shred it all up. And oh, look at that. And let's check out this one. Oh dude, look at this, watch this. Ah, out clean. I love shoulder of lamb, like slow roasting a shoulder of lamb. It's so good. You get such a nice tender meat, and that's 5 hours. It's taken on a little bit of smoke as well, a little bit of that colour. I mean, man, just beautiful. Look at this. It's going to make for one hell of a pizza topping, and the skin as well. It's just got like, listen, look at this. It's crispy, it's got a crackle to it as well. Right, I'm going to shred all this up and then I'm going to chop it all up into little chunks basically so I can lay it down on the pizza. But this looks incredible. Look at this. Insane. So I've shredded, like pulled and shredded this lamb meat and I put it all back in this pan with all the juices and stuff like that. It is insane. You've got like little crunchy bits. You've got like bits of skin, which are all crunchy. You've got like soft bits, you've got fatty bits, you've got all sorts. This is going to be absolutely insane on this pizza. So I'm going to let this cool down, make sure I get it cooled down to temperature quite quickly. I've already been testing the temperature and stuff and it's dropped quite quickly, so I can get it into the fridge and lock my temperatures and everything like that, as I should. But man, insane. Like, I don't know how much is here, but should get a good 20 or so specials out of this, I reckon. As long as I don't eat it all, because that's banging. Oh, beautiful. Right, it's the next day. I'm in the van. It's market day. Dough's ready, everything's ready. Let's make this pizza and show you how badass it's going to be, so let's go. Also going to be shooting this one with a 360 camera as well, so if I'm talking funny, it's because of that, because I'm shooting it for a reel for that, so sorry about that. Right, let's bake today's special. This one is the notorious LAMB, or lamb. Let's do it. Right, got a dough. We are running at 63% hydration today, 24 hours old, and it is feeling good. So let's smash this one out. Push the air to the crust. Our dough's feeling good, man. It's nice and strong. I can tell it's going to be light. Smash it out. Let's go. Beautiful. Right, it's got a little tail there. Just going to get rid of that one. It's just from when I got it out of the tray. Right, base sauce for this one is I made up this whipped feta. So it's whipped feta, ricotta, oregano, lemon and garlic cream base. So this one is going to be banging. There might be still some little chunks of feta in there. Actually, that's quite a chunky bit there. I'm going to just put that back in there. Let's get another bit out. So this one is just a load of feta, load of ricotta, some lemon juice, garlic, pepper, fresh oregano, all whipped up with some double cream as well. So we're going to smash some pecorino down on this one. I wasn't going to put basil on this one, but I am. I'm going to put a little bit of fresh basil on there. It's going to help because it's got a nice little, basil's got a nice little pepperiness to it, and it's just going to flavour the whole thing. It's just going to sit underneath. We've got our mozzarella on here. So Fior di Latte mozzarella comes from Somerset, so it is UK. We have the best cows, so it's banging. And then I've got these tropia onions. So basically these are some roasted tropia onions. These are really nice, really sweet. A friend of mine grows these in his allotment, and I roasted them yesterday in the wood-fired oven in the Dome 2 Gen XL in the garden. And then I'm going to hit this with some capers. So capers, these are going to give it a really nice sort of punch of flavour on there, and lamb and capers work really well together. We're not going to go crazy. So I've got this lamb basically. So this is the slow roasted shoulder of lamb that I roasted yesterday. And it roasted in about 5 hours, so it roasted. You got some like nice, you can have some nice soft bits, you can have some like nice little crunchy bits, because I left the lamb breast, like the skin on there, not the breast, and that sort of got a lick of flame and got some crunchy bits. So that's going to go on there as well. Plenty of the lamb. Just wipe off my hands. A little bit of oil, although lamb's got a nice bit of fat to it. A little bit of oil, get things going, and let's get our peel. And stretch it out. 270 gram dough ball. We'll make a 12+ inch pizza. This is my opportunity just to rejig things. That is looking epic. Right, into the oven. Right, straight in there, straight towards the back, straight down. And out. Oven is running pretty sweet. We're at 470 odd degrees, 480 odd on the stone apparently. And it's looking good. Right, I'm going to get our peel. I'm actually just going to leave it where it's at because it's at just a really nice temperature. I realised this last week that like these ovens, if you just get them at the right spot, they just like to stay there and they just work very, very well at this sort of set perfect temperature. So this one's just been sitting at 460, 470 degrees. Yeah, getting a really nice cook on this. And I don't have to adjust them much during the service last week at all. That's great. Check it out. Yeah. Filming this on 2 cameras at the same time. Look at that. Beautiful. Great. Right, I'm just going to lift it up. I'm going to present it to the flame. Just make sure I'm getting a nice cook all the way around. Nice colour, everything's cheese is melted. A little bit more colour on that side. And we're done. Look at that. Badass. Okay, and look at that, absolute beauty. Okay, so we're going to slice it. It smells amazing. So give it a slice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this one with a little bit of fresh mint. So I've got some fresh mint here, and it's just going to lift the whole thing. It's going to work really well. And that's it. It's going to work really well with the lamb, everything like that. So there we go. That is the notorious LAMB. Done. Look at that, mate. This thing smells amazing. Right, I'm going to get involved. I need to take some photos of that, and I'm just going to smash that one because that looks and smells incredible. Let's go.